Welcome back to SUPRS Live on the SUPRS Broadcasting Network. Boy, we just had a doozy of a race out there. Um, we are just finished accumulating points, and it was close, coming right down to the wire for our mid-season champion. And first, let's talk to the winner of our mid-season championship feature race after 100 laps and a doozy of a finish out there. I mean, it was something else. 3 different leaders of this race, 4 different leaders of this race tonight. But the guy that led the most important one, the last one, Brad Keyser. Congratulations, Brad. 3 of these mid-season championship 100s in a row. It looked like tonight was one of the toughest ones you've ever had to run. Tell us about getting up there to the front at the end of this one and how thrilling that must have been for you.
Thanks, Bob. First, I want to say thanks to First Fish Servers, Breeze Graphics, Airbike Studios, Icy's on Top, just for allowing us to race here. It was definitely an interesting one. I don't know what the broadcast showed, but Dave was lagging in and out all night long and scoring. He wasn't always there. His car looked pretty stable, but every once in a while, he'd get a little twitchy off the straightaway on us. So I knew he was lagging, and like he had it most of the night. So, I had to really, really work to get back there. I was trying to be patient early on, and I did. I avoided when you spun down there and got contact and spun up in 3 and 4. I barely missed that. I had a little bit of a nudge with Daniel. I feel bad there. I don't think he knew I was there when I was trying to stick on Dave's tail, and I sent him up to the, way outside 1 and 2. Thankfully, kept it off the wall, but I feel bad for that. But I was, trying to run with Dave, and I knew I had to keep the pressure on him to burn the tires down because I was able to save the tires a lot early. Tires and fuel, actually. I know talking with him, I finished with a lot more fuel. So I really got to kind of preserve the car a little bit earlier when those guys were out running. And then the cautions allowed me to get back to him. And then at the end, we were just slipping and sliding. And when I asked him what happened to him, he missed the corner. And once he missed the corner and he knew he was lagging as well, I don't think he wanted to shut the door and worry about any, just lag or anything of that nature, take anybody out. I was trying to be respectful not to get in the 22 because I know he's run for points because I'm missing the next few races here coming up. So I know he was racing for points, and not that I ever want to dump anybody. So it was a battle. It was lucky they got up there and got into a good position. But at the end, the tires were gone, and it was just a matter of who could get the car to the bottom of the track with no fuel in it, with no tires left, and who could hook the bottom. And we had a nice train going. Probably, I feel like there's 30 to go. We had some really, really, really fast laps, and it probably hurt all 3 of us dramatically because we were pushing so hard. And then we all fell back 3-4 tenths into the 8s, 9s, and 0s, and a couple 1s and 2s. And as I said, it was interesting. It's definitely a interesting race, and we got to hold on with it. 3 in a row is nice to have. It's for some reason these longer races at this track played in my favor, and for some reason Dave's connection and internet doesn't like anything over 80. That's the story, and we'll go with it on that one, I guess. But yeah, but just want to say thank you for the opportunity.
It was a good show. Congratulations, man. A heck of a run for you out there in the BMK Logistics Chasing Cameras number 9. Brad Keyser, your winner here tonight in the mid-season championship, and coming home in for second place on the track and with the overall mid-season championship, keeping his overall SUPRS championship alive for the summer season of Supermodified Sim Racing. Zach Sears out of Elyria, Ohio. And Zach, boy, you had to come from the back and got back up through there, but was able to mix it up front with Dave and Brad. And you heard Brad talk a little bit about some of the lag that Dave had out there. How much did that affect you as you were getting into that mix-up there towards the end of the race with about 25 to go?
It was definitely different. You would see him. I don't know if Brad saw it, but I definitely could see it. It looked like he kept bouncing off the wall, but it seemed like he didn't affect him. He would basically just make the corner like he didn't hit the wall. But it was definitely weird, just seeing him push off the corner and then I scooted underneath him. It sucks that he seems to always have these internet problems on the bigger races, but I guess it worked out in my favor this time.
Been a pretty good championship season for you so far. Leading points, big points tonight, double points for the feature. The midseason champion bonus of 15 points. Can you keep it going to the end of the year?
I want to say yes, but with sim racing, you can't really say yes or no. Let's just hope we can keep it clean and hope I don't wreck out on any of these races.
Well, congratulations, Zach. A good run for you into the top 2 and mid-season championship. Your first here in Supes competition. Good run for you.
Okay.
Next here's your 2023 Gold Crest non-wing Supermodified mid-season champion, racking the point up and putting himself in a good position to win his first SUPRS championship. It's far from over, though, as we've got 6 more races to go. And that next race will be coming up this Sunday at a brand new track. First time ever at this track. First time ever for SUPRS in Arkansas. First sanctioned race in 19 years that we've ever sanctioned a race for a track that's based in Arkansas. We're going to a very interesting track. It's a tri-oval, but it's only a 3/8, so it's going to be a kind of a neat joint. The guys have been super fast at Ozark Mountain Speedway. There will be no live broadcast, but you can follow along on supers.net, Supers live page, and see the track telemetry as well as stats and timing and scoring. We invite you to do that this coming Sunday. Broadcast will begin at 8:30. Our next video broadcast coming up on our Twitch channel and Supers Live is a week from tonight. It's the first to finish Race Servers Irregular 45, a throwback to the great days of Supermodified racing at the home of the Supermodifieds, Oswego Speedway. We'll have heat races, semis, and a 45-lap feature. You don't want to miss that one. Sponsored by First to Finish Race Servers, who also sponsors all of our servers here at Supers. It's going to be a fun show. This race on Sunday should be pretty good, too, if you want to tune in. I think a couple of the members will be streaming live as well, so I hope that you can check that out. So the First Finish Race Servers is our next video broadcast on Twitch. Tune in for that on July 18th, beginning right around 8:30. Before we get to all the other stuff tonight, we would be remiss if we didn't note that we're racing tonight with a tinge of sadness, and it all has to do with losing one of the greatest Supermodified racers of the modern era of Supermodifieds. Rebel Jackson Jr. passed away this last week or over the weekend, and Rebel Jr. Truly one of the best in the business when it comes to hustling a Supermodified, a 3-time Copper World Classic winner in Supermodifieds in 10 starts, competed at the International Classic at Oswego Speedway 3 times. Here of late, the last couple of years, he's focused more on his home state of Washington and the midgets, the Focus midgets. But wherever he went, whatever he did, even in Silver Crown Series for USAC, he was always a threat and just a great guy. Passed away of liver cancer, a former champion for the Supermodified Racing League and USAC Supermodifieds. Rebel Jackson Jr. no longer with us, and that's a sad deal because, boy, he sure could get the job done behind the wheel of the Supermodified. We'll sure will be thinking of the rest of his family. By WSMRA champion Rebel Jackson Jr. no longer with us, and I know we speak for all of the Washington people, all of the camera people, and certainly the WSMRA and SRL folks. Sure are going to miss him, man. He was a good jokester and a good guy behind the wheel for sure. And our hearts are especially going out to our friend and former race director and admin here at Supers, Kirk Kern, also from Washington and good friends with Rebel. And before that, his dad, Rebel Sr. So that's what's important in life, and that we think about those people and keep them in our minds. So Godspeed, Rebel Jackson Jr. We want to say thanks to all of you for tuning in here tonight to the Supers Broadcasting Network. Special thanks to First to Finish Race Servers, SPRSgraphics.com, Hairbag Studios, Icings on top. Thanks so much to Kevin Timmons. He had his hands full tonight with that battle for fourth and fifth throughout the race, and then at the end for the lead, Kevin Timmons spinning the knobs, turning the dials, and pulling out his hair up there in Baldwinsville, New York, at Hairbag Studios. Icings on top. Sponsor of our Supers Rookie of the Year award and the Supers Triple Crown of Supermodified Sim Racing. Specialty cakes for all occasion. Supermodified Scorecard. Grid-finder.com. Find your place on the grid. Become a Grid Finder approved sim racing league like Supers. Burger Smokehouse, Simple Family Edition since 1927 on the web at smokehouse.com. Wags Custom and Cool Awards, making you look cool in Victory Lane. BMK Logistics, sponsor of Brad Keyser, your winner here tonight, getting you your Amazon products in speedy delivery style. Also, thanks to RG Gale Photos and Designs, Heat Finder, and our friends at the Mod Squad. I'm Bob Gang. We're thanking all you for tuning in. We're halfway home, and we're hoping that you keep it wing side up and wheels to the ground. See you in a couple weeks here on Twitch.
Someone you love, and if you're going through it, I say do it with someone you love. I've been around a long time, in and out of love, but if you're gonna do it, I say do it with someone you love. Come on.